Get this show on the road, shall we? Shall we? Who's ready for some boom, baby? Boom! Rise and shine. It's a perfect 72, 74 degrees here in Finland today, and yesterday was full of awesomeness. I mean, we had full days yesterday. The whole team went to Helsinki thinking that there was going to be a block party, and it ended up being tomorrow. So, all my friends, good morning. All these people were just twisted up inside thinking that there was going to be something, and they were confused by the schedule because my friends are a bunch of stoners. But we had a blessed time. We still went into Helsinki. Beautiful women everywhere. I couldn't say I couldn't talk to because it's broke. It was so broke. Even my friend gave me some money to get up early to get a full day. You got to do something different every day and not be afraid to go and do something new. So what the new thing was going into Helsinki, taking our sweet ass time, and we went down there, and there were so many fine ass women. I'm like, God damn, I need reliable business cards, man. Reliable models. I should have had business cards. I was turning left, right, and straight. My friends are like, you're going crazy, and all these other things. They even called me a pussy hound, which I disagree with because I'm focused. I'm focused on my mission, and my mission is to reach, preach, and teach to people around the world. Get that pussy out there, get that fuck out there, get all my designs on as many beautiful women as possible so that way my designs are worldwide, right? Pretty simple, not that hard, but it is what it is, and this is the way that we do it. So when I'm having a full day and we're all going down to the middle of the way and everybody was super chill and everybody was hanging out by the statue and everybody's sitting on the grass and they all got their friends and they're all meeting up and there is no obstacle to stop us. There is no objective for us to do, and we are just simply existing in that moment. And that was the feeling that I had yesterday, was just like, how blessed are we to be in such a country where we can be free from mental slavery. We don't have to worry about anybody and our safety, right? We could just sit there, smoke weed. Nobody's really fucking gonna come bother us, and just enjoy the day, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy being next to the water, enjoy all the beautiful women that are outside. Everybody was blossoming. It was like spring again, It's like that thing that we all do in when the weather is nice, and we're beyond our comfort zones. We tend to be so happy that the time seems to go by really quickly, and that's what you want to do. You want to be in situations that, go ahead. I thought you were following me. Go ahead. I'll go this way. Yeah. So, it's one of these things where, everybody does their own fucking thing. You got to be able to be mentally free and say, hey, I want to be away from crazy people. I want to be away by myself, but then I want to be near everybody. Everybody wants to be near me. Everybody wants to be free. Everybody wants to be smiling. And that's what it felt like. It felt like unity. It felt like positivity. It felt like enjoyment. And it's so rare to have that happen to people, where we have some enjoyment, or, maybe we're away from other people, or maybe we're doing yoga, or we're exercising, and we're doing all these isolated tasks when we can do them together as friends and be enjoying the moment. And all these guys from Tikkarila all came down to Helsinki, and it was just like the old crew had came back together. I was like, oh shit, it's my crew, bro. All the homies are here together, ready to do the damn thing. And then all of a sudden the phone blows up. Girls want to model. Everybody wants to fucking do their own thing and be free and be out in the grass and smoking grass and just enjoying the time. And that's when life takes place. That's when it all comes together for all of us, is when we as people tend to get out of our shells, get out of our way or our reasoning, and allow time to show us what life was about, to show us that this lifestyle, especially in Helsinki, where everything's so expensive, and you see all these people, ultra human beings is what I call them, because they can go work out. They got their fitness routines. They can do things with their friends and eat some of the most healthiest food on earth and smell some of the freshest air and drink some of the freshest water on earth. They are prime human beings to make other human beings. I say this out loud because if you were in India or China, you wouldn't have that situation. It wouldn't allow you to do certain things. You would be like breathing in that dirty ass air like I did when I was in China and I started having white coming out of my beard and black under my eyes. Or India, where you're constantly surrounded by people, assholes and elbows, and you can't even breathe or be who you want to be. These are the situations that take place. This is what I'm talking about, to be mentally free or getting away from mental instability. It's all of these things. And that's why I created a life where I could come and enjoy all of this glory, all this perfect fucking weather. Got a nice little overcast shadow going on here. We got perfect sunshine going on over here, and everywhere you go, people are outside, they're talking, they're laughing, they're enjoying, and that's what life is meant to be. If you're living in a stressful situation, if you're surrounded by a bunch of people and no one knows what the fuck is going on, then that's what it's gonna have to be. And you get stuck in these situations, you really do. You get stuck in, I don't know, between two people. You get stuck in life where you're like, oh man, there's nothing of pleasure. I don't feel the same way. I don't understand what's happening to me. And that's what we do. We get stuck in our rigmarole. We get stuck in ourselves, and we forget that there's better days ahead, and there's better locations to be in, and there's so much enjoyment out of life. I love my life, bro. And that's what it takes, man. It takes a love for life. It takes that feeling that I'm so grateful that I have friends around me and that they give me money and make sure that I got snacks and take care of me, and that we're all groups together where I can mix in with my brown skin and nobody looks at me different. That's what I'm looking for in my life. I'm looking for not uniformity, but serendipity. And I'm not looking for regularity. I'm looking for excitement. And I'm not looking for what's wrong with situations. I'm looking at what's right inside. And I'm right inside to be able to live my life across the world and see all these beautiful girls. And now one's on the way to come model for me. I'm going to meet her at the train station. And then the other two girls are going to come tomorrow. And they're already answering the phone. And then another girl out of nowhere come out of nowhere. And then I got a crush on another one that looks like Julia Roberts and has J-Lo's ass. I can't even right now. You know what I mean? I love my life. I love my life. And that's what it is to be able to love your life instead of hate your life, and put yourself in a position on the chessboard so your life can be allowed to come inside, that you can come into something where I was like, I'm not stressed anymore. I'm not depressed anymore. I'm not mad at anything. I'm actually quite grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for the food. I'm grateful for the moment. I'm grateful for the weather. You know what I'm saying? All this fresh air. It makes me a healthy human being. And I distinctly remember being somebody that was extremely stressed out, or worried about what other people think, or afraid of my own dreams, or afraid of my own fucking shadow. When now my friends are like, God damn, you talk to all the girls. And I'm like, yep, yes, I do. I have that ability. And I gave myself that ability. And that's what makes me different, is that, a lot of us, we're captured by our own fear. We're captured what we think other people will think, or what they will say, or what they might do, instead of what you are able to do, instead of what you can make your full day come about. But no, we're scared of our own selves. We're like, okay, man, well, if I do this, then shit, dude, this will change. And people won't like me, or I'll lose that vote. And like, we're not politicians. Politicians lie. They have to keep the vote going to keep themselves in a position. Your job in life is to keep yourself in a position that you can have enjoyment. And when you have full enjoyment, you have gratitude, you have flexibility, you have accountability, which is one of my favorite words, and then you have actuality. And that's what we want. We want to actualize ourselves. We don't want to just demerits and what's going wrong and why things aren't working out. No, fuck all that, bro. We want to be able to grow ourselves from mental slavery and say, this is no longer a dungeon in my brain. This is my freedom. This is me going to the river and smoking my joint and waiting for this model to appear. You know what I'm saying? I get to be next to the leaves. I get to smell in the trees. I get to see all the beauty that is in life instead of all the negativity and all the things that I didn't want to see. That's kind of spiky, but that's what we do. We as people, we get ourselves in a rut. Oh, these girls are in my parking spot. I guess I could sit next to them if they don't mind, but I don't want to out-talk them. I don't want to outshine. And that's what it is. I come to these areas where I'm close to the river. I open my mouth and say, hey, will you model for me? There's a big fish that just jumped up. I sit here on the rocks and smoke my spliffies. That's what we're going to do repetitive. I didn't even plan on it. And I don't have a plan for a full day. I just keep saying yes to whatever comes my way. You guys want to go down to Helsinki? I wasn't preparing for it. I wasn't planning on it, but yes. Yes, I will. And because I said yes, then all my friends were blessed. Everybody was outside. Nobody was stressed. Let's blaze one for the nation. You already know what it is. It's all about living life to the fullest. So that includes full days. That includes taking chances. That includes doing photo shoots. That includes going up to beautiful women and asking them to model for me. That includes not being afraid when you don't have any money. That includes puff it tough, park it spark. You know what I mean? That includes growing businesses even without money. That includes eating weird foods that I've never eaten before. It includes a lot of things that I'm extremely grateful for. And I just noticed it. I was just like, not all humans get to be like this. They don't have beautiful rivers in India. This would have been all trash, but there's no trash around here. And then there's walking paths. And then there's even lights to light the path. And then there's plenty of space so people can grow and go do their own fishing or go do their own photo shoot or just go sit with their friend and have a conversation. We are calmer next to water. We are friendlier when we're with our friends. We do so many things differently than being isolated and not enjoying ourselves. Dude, I gotta get this plastic out of here. Hold on. Plastic bucket challenge. Come here, fucker. Got him. There it is. Plastic pocket challenge, y'all. And that's what we want to be. Somebody will recycle that, believe it or not. That's a Finland tradition to leave out things that's like worth 15 cents euro. But, you know, to sit under the tree, enjoyed the sunshine, enjoyed a joy, just enjoying my full days. And that's when it just started dawn on me. I'm not depressed anymore. You know, I could sit and just think about all the relationships that went wrong, all the love that was lost, all the babies that were lost, or I can plant myself and go, this is excitement. There's going to be a block party later. There's going to be so many beautiful women. I'm going to go live later so you can see all the fashion, all the women, all the architecture. It's just so amazing. And it's thinking, I'm in the best place on earth, you know, right now. And I'm grateful to do it. I planned that and I said, how can I be mad when that was my plan? How can I be mad when I said, all I want to do is travel the world, own a business. I want to own my own business. I didn't even have a name for it. And then I said, it has to make enough money for me to travel the world. Okay, that's what's happening. And sure, I'm sleeping on the couch. Sure, I got no money. But I keep eating. I got plenty of friends. I got business deals coming in. I got girls calling me saying they want to be a part of my dream. Imagine that. Can I model for you? Yes, 2 little young girls, 22 years old, looking cute, and that I met outside of the festival. Yes, please do. You know, when do you want us there? 2 o'clock tomorrow. Make it happen. Maybe I go live and we film it, but that's what it is, dude. It's an ability to be able to see differently, to be able to see and appreciate things instead of being a detriment to myself, a detriment to my own mentality. I go outside and I go enjoy my life. I go and say, hey, I love my life enough to give it a chance. I love my life enough to enjoy the moment. I love my life enough to just sit, enjoy my morning motivation, smoke a little bit of weed, create cool shirts, and just keep enjoying this thing called life because it'll pass by. It doesn't care if you're in a right mood, bad mood, good mood, side mood. Time goes by, and that's what makes it undefeated. I was telling one of the girls, she's like, I get so shy. I'm like, shy is one thing, but getting scared and keeping it from opportunities is another. If you can't move yourself past your emotionality, then you're always going to be stuck on that emotional roller coaster inside your brain instead of getting outside of your brain, going outside and changing your whole frame, you know, changing your attitude, making yourself more open to new opportunities and open to new people and new foods and new destinations. It enlightens me. And just like the light in these trees, it just enlightens me. So I'm so grateful that there's some breeze in the trees. I'm so grateful there's a little bit of cloud cover. It's a beautiful 74 degrees. It's perfect right now. I'm watching dragonflies roll by. I'm watching fish go up and suck things down. Little ducks are around here. You know, it's like Narnia, bro. I'm in fucking Narnia, bro. And I'm not depressed anymore. I pulled myself out of the bootstraps. I started walking in the morning. I stopped drinking beer for that week. I asked more girls, and I stopped getting shy. I had a hat trick the other day, and I just asked 3 different girls. Then the next day went into it and got a girl to come from the Prisma to the shop and try on the shirt and pose for me. It was amazing. It's just everything. And then I got a new girl coming right now, and I'm going to go pick her up, and then we're going to go shoot some other things. So it's just like, it's amazing to me that without fear, everything becomes available. Without your excuses, you stop blocking your blessings. And being on the other side of the world helps. When I'm not burning up in Vegas, I'm just sitting here in the trees. No one's going to bother me. I'm just right here by myself, enjoying the breeze, enjoying the day, and just letting this take place. Look at that. Just enjoying right by the river. I can just walk 5 minutes. Some of the freshest water on earth. Actually, the freshest water on earth, because they test it. It's so far away from human pollution and population and people squeezing past each other. There's plenty of people. They can go fish over here. They can go sit over there and just sit in the park and spark, enjoy the day. Remember that life is the prize. That is what makes a full day. Being able to rise early, go on adventures, do things that you are comfortable doing, and enjoying this life. It's so hard to enjoy when you throw yourself into despair and think of all the things that are going wrong. It's going wrong at work. The girl was like, they're bullying me. I'm like, fuck that job, bro. Stick up for yourself. I come from no money. Me too, dude. I don't have any money. This isn't what I did. I created my own energy. And when you have the right energy, then people reach out. Hey, I need that website. Or hey, I need that 10 by 10 tent. Or he needs 10 by 10 tent. He needs hats. He needs shirts. He needs flags. I got you, bro. My referrals are kicking in. Old customers are calling me. Hey, do you still got the files on deck? Yes, dude. Print an hour. I do flyers in an hour. I still got you. Can you do hangers? Yes, ma'am. I can do it all. And then guess what? Then my friend comes in and goes, I'll get your phone turned back on. I got some money. And I was like, bet, bro. So 200 euros later, I get both phones on. I get back in the game. I get to make more phone calls. I get to approach more models. I get to go out today. There goes a dragonfly. And I get to sit here in the shade, bro. I'm smoking weed in the shade in Finland, enjoying the summertime on a beautiful Saturday, free as can be, healthy as I want to be, and having a model on the way, bro. Like, this is my dream. I want to put my shirts on as many beautiful women as possible, have all the beautiful women around the world wearing them. All the guys are going to stare at them. All of them are going to get jealous, and all the eyeballs are on them. All the Instagram models, all the thirst traps, even my porn stars, all of you guys are watching that, and pretty soon you'll see Saints Addiction all over that. So that's what ends up happening, right? We end up going into a zone where I could have stayed at Finley Toyota. I could have stayed with the condo, the car, and the career. I thought that that was success. And then I was getting fat. I got up to 240 pounds. I couldn't see my own dick. I was like getting depressed. I was doing cocaine. And that's when I sold it all. I sold the car. I sold the condo. I sold the career. And I just went. And I was like, that's it. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm just going to go. And since I boldly go, now I can call Finland home. I can go around the world. I call Thailand home. I call Finland home. I call Vegas home. I can go anywhere that I want to go, and I will have friends there, and they will support me. And even now, I didn't ask my friend for any money. He said, are you broken? I'm like, what? I'm not broken, bro. He's like, yeah, but are you broken? And I'm like, man, I don't got no money. He was like, here. He ripped up off a stack. Here's a 50 euro spot. And I was just like, bro, I can't take your money, man. He's like, take it. I have money. It's okay. And he's like, what do you need to do? And I'm like, I got to get my phones back on. I had almost 3 deals that went through, and they didn't go through. So my phones got turned off. Guess what? He's going to help me with that. And so it's like things that I couldn't even grasp. It's like I kind of had a thought. And this is when the universe listens. I said, it'd be nice if somebody kind of helps me get back on track, helps me get the phones back on, helps me get my life in order, helps me to be, free. And that's what I wanted to be. And then another friend just messaged me. So I don't know if it's Mercury retrograde. I don't know if it's because, I wasn't ready or whatever, but it's just such a beautiful experience to be here in the right moment with this beautiful weather, with my beautiful friends, doing awesome things, just sitting around. I was playing music on my little speakerphone, and everybody was jamming. Everybody, I was one of them. They didn't look at me like that's the American or that's the brown guy or that's the weirdy beardy. No, it's just I'm one of them. I'm one of the boys, and everybody knew me. Everybody gave me love, dabs. My friend even fell asleep on my backpack. Like it was so comfortable, and that's and so amazing, and so centering that I had to say that that's what makes a full day, to be able to spend time without limits. You know, like you don't have anybody that's going to go, oh, I got to go to work, or I got to go pick up my kids, or I got to go to my dogs every 4 hours. It's like the fun never stops. It's just like New Orleans. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, let the good times roll and roll up some good times. You know what I mean, bro? Roll up some good times, get a nice little high, smell beautiful air. Oh, bro, tell me I'm not living. Tell me this isn't what life is really about. So, you know, I'm over here just enjoying the fuck out of this life, you know? And now I got a little bit of food in the fridge. I can make some sandwiches. I can eat what I want to eat, go to the store, buy something. And isn't that the perfect life, that you could go to the gym, walk in this beautiful environment and just go, yeah, I'm going to go to the gym, and then I'm going for the win. You know what I mean? Like, you could tell yourself that. I'm going to stretch out a little bit. You know, you can go straight from, you don't have to even carry anything. All my friends go to the store multiple times a day, especially if they're going to get beer on shirts. But, you can just stop and go, hey, let's go get a snack. Hey, let's go get a beer. Hey, let's go get a meal. And then go back to the park, go back to the water and sit there and eat it. It calms yourself down. Now you want to know why Finland is one of the happiest places on earth. It's because they're surrounded by all this assets, you know, the assets that you can't replace. First is safety. It's like I said, you know, they got beautiful trees, but so does Brazil. But in Brazil, I wouldn't be safe to be on my phone right now. Someone could try to come up and grab it, and that wouldn't be cool. So, you know, it's being alive. See, there's another father holding a daughter's hand. I'm telling you, they raise their kids here. That's why they're happy. They're in the moment. They're not like letting things go by. I see Plastic Pocket Challenge again. They're living their lives, and the best way to live your life is to be next to your family and spend time with them, and the grilling and chilling and the enjoyment and all the things that we do to be able to make ourselves happier people, you know, to be able to say, hey, this is a blessed life. We're on a blessed planet that has enough oxygen for us to live, right? And enough space for us to exist, right? So if I just want to talk and walk, if I want to park and spark, if I go on an adventure, it's all right there waiting for me. And that's what I'm saying, you know, made my life a different type of reality, was being able to boldly go places, take the problems to the forest, leave them there, take them to the gym, exercise the demons, let it leave me totally fatigued, like I can't even move my arms, I can't even breathe. That kind of workout squeezes the anxiety out of me. You know what I mean? My friend was like, it's the anxiety that keeps me smoking cigarettes. It's the anxiety that keeps me drinking. I said, maybe. He's like, it's the depression, anxiety. And he kind of got sensitive on me. And I'm like, yeah, that's part of it too, isn't it? You know, being able to say that, you know, all of this thing, damn, somebody got on this bike. What bike? Not anymore. You know, but to be able to say, hey, this is my new reality, that I wanted to get out of my way and started to create a way where I wasn't depressed anymore, that I was doing what I love to do, and be brave enough to go after it. And I said, that's what I want to do. I want to make shirts, make my brands worldwide, put my shirts on beautiful women around the world, and make enough money so I can keep traveling. Plastic Pocket Challenge, y'all. You know, that was my ultimate success. And then I'm like, I'm successful. I did it. It doesn't have to take 10 grand a month. It doesn't have to take these huge accomplishments. It has to take with my self perseverance would be part of it. You know, having some self-regulation, some emotional regulation, right? And to rebuild up my self-esteem, to say I'm not this piece of shit human being when I'm really depressed, and saying, oh, I should have had kids earlier. I should have all my debts paid. There's people that I burnt, and I think about these things often, or maybe too often, and then I forget that I'm in this place right now. It's kind of like when I broke up with my friend. the other month. I was like walking and running in the forest, and all I could do was think about her, because she's all in my head, going up with what's her problems and what's her issues and things she needs to be handling herself. And I'm glad we stopped being friends, because then I don't have to hear it. I'm not anybody's psychologist. My job was to get me to be happy. And now people get off of my vibe, and they watch my show, and they're proud of me, and they want to wear my clothing, and they want to be around me. That's the whole experience that I've been seeking. I've been seeking that. Get the sun on your skin. I was telling my friend, it gets really depressing here when it's all cold and it's in there, and the water's frozen over. But in the summertime, it's easy to be happy. You got no time. I mean, I can't believe it's already August 2nd. It's already started a whole nother month, and I've already been a month overstay. And I just wanted to be here during the weather when it was perfect like this, this perfect experience that I can just walk freely and look into the trees and be in the shade and smell the flowers in the fresh air. You can't buy that. You can't just like pump that into the air. No, these are fresh wildflowers that are out there, and I get to be so free in little cute spots to make out and chill at, and just enjoy everything. Wildflowers here, and get myself on a bench, park and spark, just enjoy my high and enjoy my life. Because most of the time I was like, man, I'm not having enough money, and that would bum me out, or oh, I got to go to this job, and it bum me out. And I just think, remember, it won't be this way forever. It won't be this way forever. Showing up at 7 a.m. with a suit and tie on for teaching English, or working for somebody else, or someone else being my own boss and looking at the time and telling me when I'm late. I'm never late. I'm always on time, and I always show up earlier for things that I care about, and I would always work harder for things that benefited me and created my dream. I was sick of chasing somebody else's dream, where they would just suck up my whole 20s and look at me like, sorry, and I'm just like, what, dude? I should have been still selling cars. I could have been starting businesses, or I could have been traveling more, or I would have had children by now. Like these things, I was chasing the career, and that's what I get. And lo and behold, everything that I was chasing, all that effort, putting all these people, 4,000 people in the database, and having Friendster during MySpace, and having lifetime customers, is my same work ethic that works for Intersect.ai, where now when I send out the email blast, which you guys can do too, we can do that for you, the email blast, and boom, the Tim hit me right back, and I was just like, yeah, dude, I remember you, and come to our networking event, and da. And I'm like, damn, you got a memory, because I don't even remember meeting this guy, and he seems to have remembered me. So what a blessing it is to have a great team at Intersect.ai. I got to give Miles and Mass all the fucking credit. My team works really hard, even while I'm sleeping. We have chances to make 100 M's. That's the goal. $100 million. Enough to split between 3 people, and enough to ride off in the sunset and always forget. As I'm sitting there, what would be better than being in downtown Helsinki, having a beautiful place to stay? That would be awesome. You know what I mean? Like having a nice little Airbnb, and set up the photo shoots, and have 2 girls come down and wear the shirts, and pimp out the room, and then go back outside, and then take some more photo shoots in nature, and do the photo shoots in the forest, and make content, and always push the fun, and always then go get some snacks after, and stay healthy. And then who knows what we do as adults after? You know what I mean? That's what adults do. So the full excitement, the full day, the full sets of emotions happened yesterday, and I plan on it to go on today too. So I'm on a roll. Nothing can stop me. I'm hollering at beautiful women. Beautiful women are hollering at me. I'm putting my dream out there into the universe. I'm punching my hole in the universe. I'm punching a dent in the universe, and I wasn't afraid. So yeah, Saints Addiction is real. Someone even complimented my shirts, the samurai shorts. She had a little geisha tattoo, so she really liked the shorts, and I got complimented for my beard multiple times. Now my friends just laugh. And the short fat broke guy is now the rich, happy, handsome man with business and international and international models, international business, and an international lifestyle, because I wasn't afraid to take a chance. And that's what makes all the difference. So you can choose it, or you could lose it. It's up to you. Like I said, you get a chance and a choice every day, and I hope that you execute it thoroughly. Peace and love. You already know. Peace and love. And as always, Shigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Fiendish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. The other side of your fear, the other side of your excuses, and the other side of the world, because that's where I'll be. Peace. Oh, yes. I love my life. Yes, indeed. It's such a blessing.